Hey, so if you haven't seen my videos before, my name's Katie. Nice to meet you. I usually make vlog videos. I have a cat here that's trying to get on my computer. She likes the warmth. I usually make vlog videos, but I have recently, like the last day or two, been watching story videos where people tell a story about their life. And so I decided I want to make a video like that and tell something funny, kind of controversial at the time, not really, but to certain people, of the time that I was a bad influence. So, my friend in this video, the one I'm going to be talking about, we're going to call him Derek. Sounds good. I had another name before that I took out, but because it was too close to the original name. But we'll call him Derek. It's not his actual name, obviously, but for the purposes of this video, that's his name, Derek. So a couple years ago, a few years ago, I don't remember exactly how many years ago it was. Probably at least 2 or 3 years ago, at least. I was still in college at the time. It didn't have to do with college. It was like during the summer or something. But it was, it was while I was in college. So I was an adult. Derek was an adult, and a couple of other friends that we hung out with. We were all adults. And Derek was probably like 19, maybe 18, but I think he was like 19 or so. And we were all just friends. None of us were dating or anything. Derek was in this group of people that played D&D. I don't know if you don't know what D&D is. It's Dungeons and Dragons. It's like kind of like a board game, and there's dice, and I don't know. You can look it up. I don't want to explain all that. It's not part of the thing. But anyway, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, some people, including Derek's mom, considered this game to be like for the devil and just like an evil type of game, and if you play it, then you're like a devil worshiper and stuff. So I mean, I don't at all agree with that. I've played it with them, and I've played it, well, started to play it. Each time I've like made a character, and then by the time I get around to actually playing it, something happens to where I don't end up playing it. Not anything to do with whether or not it's evil, but it just hasn't worked out. But whatever the case, I've been ready to play it and kind of played it a couple times, but I have nothing against playing it. So anyway, he was part of a group that played it and stuff, and I went and played with him once, and I wanted to vlog, because that's what I do, and that's what I did at the time. I wanted to vlog as playing it, and they said the people were saying not to play it, or not to videotape, because Derek's mom didn't want him to play it, because she thought it was evil and stuff, and so he didn't want his mom knowing that he played it. And so I was like, well, I can, that part's not important, I guess. But, so anyway, I ended up making a video, later, like a day or two later maybe, called, I don't think either of the videos I'm going to talk about are on, I think I took both videos down, but I called it, D&D and Babies, and I talked about Derek, naming him by name, his actual name, and how his mom, how we had played D&D, and how his mom thought it was evil, and how I thought that was dumb. I didn't name her by name, but I said it was his mom, and I said his actual name. And by the way, she was my friend on Facebook at this time. So anyway, I made this video. It's called D&D and Babies, because I talked about the D&D stuff, and I also had some footage of my other friend's daughter from her birthday or something. So it was D&D and Babies, the two different things I talked about in the video. So I posted that video around the same time. I don't remember which one I posted first, but around the same time I also posted a video that I had made of me and Derek and a couple of our other friends water tubing, whatever you want, I don't know if that's what you call it or not, but tubing on the water, like we were being pulled by a boat, and I vlogged each of us being pulled on the tube and stuff, and it was fun, and vlogged a couple of us kind of like just on the boat and stuff, just having fun, because we had went out on the boat with Derek's uncle and his cousin, because they were staying up at on the lake, and so we went up there and went tubing with them and stuff, and it was fun. And yeah, it was me and two of our friends, and then Derek and his cousin and his uncle. The only people of his family the only other people besides our group of friends were Derek's cousin and uncle. So we went tubing, we came back, blah blah blah. I uploaded the video of us tubing because it was fun, and it was like a thing we did with our friend group. And so because I don't remember which came in order or which video I uploaded first, I'm going to talk about them together. But so I uploaded these of different things, talking about my friends and showing my friends and stuff. And yeah, Derek's family, like his uncle and cousin, were in it. But they didn't care that they were in it. They kind of laughed and stuff that I was vlogging. So then Derek's mom saw the D&D and babies and got really mad that I had posted that, and got mad that I had posted a video of her family, because she didn't think that it was that I should be videotaping her family. Her family being Derek, who's 19 and able to give consent that whether or not he's in the video. It's not like he was like 17 or 15 or 12 or something, and I vlogged him and he wasn't old enough to say whether or not he could be in the video type thing legally or whatever. Even if it's illegal, it's not a legal thing, but if it was a legal thing, legally he's an adult, he can say whether or not he can be in the video. And then it was also his uncle, who has full right to say whether or not he's in the video, and his cousin, who was the uncle's son, and the uncle could have very well said that he didn't want him to be in the video, and I would have cut out either them or maybe the whole video, but I could at least cut out those two being in the video. But she was mad that I had videotaped her family, and I don't know if she said it was a privacy thing, but I just know that I remember Derek saying that it was, she was mad that I had videotaped her family, and she didn't think I needed to have her family on video. I don't know if she had something to hide. Anyway, so she was mad about that. She was also mad, obviously, about the fact that I talked about D&D and stuff, and Derek being in the D&D group and stuff, and said that I was a bad influence, that I had, none of this was her talking to me. This is Derek transferring what she said, telling me what she said. Saying that I was a bad influence for all the D&D stuff, not really specifics, but pretty much because I had talked about D&D and us going and playing D&D, I was a bad influence, even though he was the original one playing it. I had no input really. I just kind of joined his group, but I'm a bad influence because of D&D. So because of these things, the video where I videotaped her family being Derek and his uncle and cousin, not her, and not anybody that said they didn't want to be in the video, but Derek and his uncle and cousin, and because I talked about D&D, which Derek had already been playing, I was a bad influence, and I was labeled by her a bad influence, and no longer allowed at their house, and Derek was threatened to be kicked out of the house because he was playing D&D. So, that became kind of a joke among us. My friends, one of my other friends, we'll call him Mason. Mason, one of our other guy friends, there's like 4 of us, me and Derek and Mason and Sarah, I guess. Mason would always be like, "Hey, who's loud at Derek's house?" And they'd all raise their hand, and I'd just be like, It was funny. Good times. So that's the story about the time that I was labeled as a bad influence. By the way, I did take down both those videos just to keep the peace, but I shake my head. Thanks for listening. Toodles.